Case brief, GR number 223505, PADPAO versus Comelec, dated October 3, 2017. Parties, Petitioner Philippine Association of Detective and Protective Agency Operators, PADPAO, Region 7, Chapter Incorporated. Respondents, Commission on Elections, Comelec, or its Committee on the Ban on Firearms and Security Personnel. Facts: the petition challenges the validity of Section 2E, Rule 3 of Comelec Resolution number 10015, which regulates the carrying of firearms and the employment of security personnel during the election period. The resolution mandates that private security service providers, PSPs, must obtain written authority from the Comelec to carry firearms, which PADPAO argues exceeds the authority granted to the Comelec under the Philippine Constitution and existing laws. The Comelec issued resolution number 10015 during the election period leading up to the May 2016 elections. This resolution laid down strict regulations on the possession and carrying of firearms, necessitating applications from PSPs, including detailed documentary requirements and a filing fee. Issues: number 1, whether the petition is moot due to the expiration of the election period. 2, whether the remedy sought, certiorari, was procedurally proper and timely. 3, whether the provisions of Section 2E, Rule 3 of Resolution number 10015 are valid. Ruling: the Supreme Court dismissed the petition, stating it lacked merit. The court concluded that the issues raised were not rendered moot despite the election period's expiration. The case was deemed capable of repetition and evading review, fitting within an exception to the mootness doctrine. On procedural grounds, the court held that the petition was timely and adequately raised substantive issues that warranted consideration. Substantively, the court upheld the validity of Resolution number 10015, affirming the Comelec's authority to regulate the carrying of firearms during the election period as necessary to ensure public safety and the orderly conduct of elections. The court stated that the Comelec's mandate includes promulgating rules to enforce election laws, and the specific requirement for PSPs to obtain written authority aligns with the broader goals of preventing election-related violence. The court emphasized that the Comelec is constitutionally empowered to issue regulations concerning the conduct of elections, including the regulation of firearms to maintain peace and order. It was stated that the right to bear arms is not absolute and may be subject to reasonable restrictions, particularly during elections when public safety is paramount. Additionally, the court noted the requirement for private security agencies to obtain authorization does not violate the Equal Protection Clause nor the non-impairment of contracts, as it applies uniformly to various classes of individuals, entities involved in public security during elections. Lastly, the court distinguished the current case from Rimando versus Comelec, asserting that the principles pertinent to that case do not undermine the authority of the Comelec in regulating firearm use during the election period. The court upheld Section 2E, Rule 3 of Comelec Resolution 10015 as valid and constitutional, denying the petition for certiorari with prohibition lodged by PADPAO, thereby affirming the regulatory powers of the Comelec regarding firearms during elections.